Hey folks, Dave Parrish here. We got another video about Knack topics today. Here's what we have. Do this if you have a lot of tasks. These are tasks you have to be on the pro plan and up. Quite useful things that send out emails, insert records, update records, do bulk operations. Pretty simple, but if you have a lot of them, they're running concurrently, you can run into some problems. And I'm going to show you how to handle this. With an app here, I'm going to make myself smaller. Now I'm going to note, a few years ago, Knack's tasks weren't consistent. They just wouldn't run, which is a big deal. But they've sorted through all that. They're very good now, but this is all some best practices you should have. Now I'm going to give you a use case here. This is a trade association, and they have a bunch of members. And based on the member's volume, periodically that member has to pay something, their dues. And in this case, they have something called a terms code is when they have to pay. And there's about 1,000 of these members, but each one can have one of these. I pay in January, February, and it goes through this, or I pay quarterly, or I pay every month, or I pay annually. So each one of them is assigned one of these. And what I want to do is have, it's called a report that they fill out of their activities on the scheduled time that they're assigned to. It automatically creates the report, inserts it in their account, which they can, in this system, they can fill out, submit, and also pay it all online. And the second thing we do, once it's actually put into their account via the task, then a notification goes out. So it's email, it says, hey, you just got a new report, please fill it out, blah, blah. So that's what we got to manage. And here's how I did it. I had to do, topic of this video, a whole bunch of tasks. Now, maybe there's some other way you can do this with code. It makes it more efficient or something, but I think natively, I think the only way to do this is this. For every scenario, I do it in January, I do it quarterly, I do it every month. You have to come up with a task. So that's what I did here. Specifically, if I'm assigned to do it in January, which is 1, and the current month is 1, and I'm enrolled to this program to do it online, create a new report and insert it associated to the handler and come up with the stuff here, the basics of the report. So that's what we did. So we got create the actual report. Then after they're created, every scenario, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to send an email instead. Here's all the scenarios, and it's when an email goes out. Pretty straightforward. We got 34 of these. And let me show you how I handle it. The issue is you don't want too many going at the same time. So for the report creation, we send it out every month on the 19th. It goes through all the scenarios, but it's at different times spread throughout the day. And then the next day, I make it the next day because I just don't want too much going on at the same time with tasks. And this works out fine for what we need. Same thing, these are all the scheduled emails going out the following day, and it covers all the bases. Now, we're already into this, and it works well. And then I also asked Knack, I said, what's the deal with tasks? Is there any limitations, anything like that? And I gave him my use case here. First of all, there's no limitation on tasks for your account, for the app. You can have as many as you want. Now, it's only going to do 4 concurrently. So if you have 5 things going on, it's going to place an order of those. And until the 4th one is finished, it's not going to engage to the 5th one. But they confirmed what I did. The best thing to do if you have a lot of tasks is this scheduled, the time that it goes out. So there's enough time in between that it can do what it wants, and it's not doing a whole bunch of things at once. He said this is the approach that is best and recommended that I did. So I was happy with that. That's the deal. Don't get yourself in trouble by having too many tasks running at the same time. Break them up into pieces and you'll be just fine. That's what I got for today. Thanks.